Welcome to the Loyola Academy O'Grady Thanksgiving Tournament Championship game between Loyola and New Trier. And we're set for the opening draw, and the draw won by the Trevians. They put it deep into the zone. Ramblers wrapping around over here to the near side and set the play on a head on the cherry pick boat along the blue line. Over to the far corner. They'll scrum along a little bit there. Put to the corner on the near side. Around to the far side. And right into the slot. The shot attempt didn't quite work. And icing. Ramblers now back to the defense. Put back deep into the zone, around to the near side. And flipped in, turned out to be a long shot on goal. Back behind the goal line, wrapped around over to the far side. And now picked up by the Ramblers. They'll send it deep, looking to center it. Couldn't quite do it. Over to the far side, out to the point. Ran into traffic. Here's a shot high and wide. And out of the rink. Shot out by the Ramblers. Now the Trevians get it into the zone. Up top. Loyola with it. They'll put it to the near side, out to center ice. Picked up and brought back in the zone. This is not a conference game, a league game, but it's important because of the rivalry between the two schools, I suppose, more than anything else. And when you have a game like this that really doesn't count, in a sense, and playing to the crowd a little bit, things can get a little ugly. Shot high and wide, over to the far point, held in the zone. Now back behind the goal line, picked up by the Trevians. They'll feed it ahead. Ramblers pick it up and put it back into the zone. Spinorama back behind the goal line, over to the far side, out to the point. Back to the corner, picked up there. And cleared out ahead. Spread out. Into the zone and around to the near side. Here's a shot, didn't quite work. Ramblers get it into the zone. Early tight checking between these two. Sent to the far side. New Trier was in the process of making a line change, or a partial line change anyway. Picked up by the Trevians, up by head. New Trier puts it deep into the zone. We're here in Wilmette. Pretty good crowd on hand. Not as large as we'll have next week in real time with the 4 games, or actually it's going to be 3 games this year. The girls are not going to play this year. So it'll be New Trier and Loyola in 3 games. Flip deep, back behind the goal line. Over here to the near side. Back up top. Back behind the goal. Trevians, a little indecision on what to do with it. Tried to get it into the slot. Ramblers couldn't get it out of the zone. The long shot from the high slot grabbed and held on, and the whistle stops play. Now right off the face-off shot around to the near side. and cleared out ahead, and Trevians on the man chase back to get it. And a check, heavy check over here on the near side. Around to the far boards and cleared out the center ice on the breakout. And a heavy check over here on the near side boards. And penalty on New Trier for Dean, I believe that is. 12-18 left to play here in the first period. The face-off back into the Ramblers defensive end. They'll set it up at the defense. Into the zone, right into the slot. Nobody there. Wasn't able to control the pass in the slot. Ramblers bring it ahead again into the zone. Wrapped around to the near side boards. The last of the games from Thanksgiving. Over in the corner. Around behind the goal. Picked up out ahead. Flip back in the zone. Picked up by the Ramblers. Ramblers looking for the play setup. Bring it up to the blue line and then flip it to the corner. And the Trevians clear. Still penalty killing. Set to the red line near side and then cleared up top, held in the zone by the Ramblers. Along the boards, out at the point, back to the left wing. Center behind the goal line, over here to the near side. And the Trevians clear it as we wind down the penalty here. Ramblers will make our last rush up the ice. Bounced around and whistle, I believe, offside, or did it hit the net? It was offside. It's hard to tell along the diminished boards, diminished view. Over here on the near side, they'll scrub it along a little bit. Picked up again, brought out, spread it out. All the way through over here to the near side and cleared out the center ice. Ramblers knocked it down, Trevians control. Across the red line, into the zone, long shot, the save. Picked up by the Ramblers. They'll send it back behind the goal. Over to the far side, and now on the breakout. Out ahead. There's a shot, the save, the rebound. Bouncing puck. Cleared ahead. And the shot and the save. To the near side. Now out to the high slot, the big blaster that ran into traffic. Turn the corner, the shot, the save, try again, no. And now the Trevians into the zone. It was offside. And with the tag up, Ramblers got it out to center ice. Put right back in. Over to the far side, out to the point. Picked up all the way through. Near side. bouncing it along. Out to center ice. Trevians put it on the near side boards and cross the red line. Will dump it in and chase after it, but the Ramblers will get there first. And bringing it out into the zone. Back behind the goal again, a heavy check. Out top. And typical first period here between these two teams. This is the second meeting of the year between the two. New Trier won the first one. New Trier is undefeated on the season coming into this game. Back behind the goal line to the far side. And again behind the goal over here to the near side. Cleared out ahead. Spread it out. Sent it deep. Mad chase on Ramblers. Get there first. Loyola clears it to center ice. New Trier at the blue line into the zone. Tried to sweep around the man and couldn't do it. Back behind the goal up top. The shot, the save, grabbed and held on from the point. Shot from the point and the save. Over to the near side. Now behind the goal, picked up by the Trevians. Try again out at the point. The shot grabbed and held on, and again it came from the left point. The face-off behind the goal. Now picked up again. Spread it out. Into the zone. The shot high and wide, and we lost it out of the rink, but it'll stay in the zone. Last touch by the New Trier squad. The shot, and I think the goalie got a little piece of that. Over to the side of the net, grabbed and frozen along the boards. Actually, got caught in the equipment of the goalie. Now the draw. Trying to center it all the way through. Nobody there for the Ramblers in the slot. Now too many guys in the slot, and it clears out to center ice, back into the zone. Ramblers up ahead. Spread it out. And the net dislodged. That's going to whistle it down. Up top and through the two defensemen. New Trier trying to get it out of the zone, did so, put it back in. Actually, there was a delay offside. A tag up offside. Picked up by the Ramblers, and the shot wide. Some interference of a player in front of him variety. Over on the far side. And now cleared back into the zone, Ramblers. And the shot and up onto the netting. You're watching hockey action on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Glad to have you on our network. We're in our full winter mode now with both hockey and basketball. Shot wide, near side. Ramblers come back the other way. Spread it out. There's a shot to save. And whistled for the stoppage of play. And again, the net was dislodged. Near side, New Trier clears it deep into the zone. And that's icing. Now behind the goal. And behind again. Scrub it along, picked up by the Ramblers. Ramblers looking to get it out to the point or get a shot away. Put it to the point, and the shot just wide. Tried for the tight angle shot, but he was in way too tight. New Trier sends it all the way deep. Ramblers send it ahead on the line change. Oh, my. Heavy check. And now some extracurricular in the corner, or along the boards here. Looked like knee to knee or elbow to elbow. Something along that line. And they'll check to see if that's a major penalty. I don't think it is. I think they'll call it a minor. Coincidentals. They won't even call that penalty on the issue with the leg. Just coincidental roughs would be my guess. Or they will add an extra minor. Let's see. I don't think so. I think it's just coincidental minors for roughing along the boards. Shot to save. Back behind the goal. Although the injury. Shot no. Leg to leg, knee to knee. It was kind of close to sticking the leg out, but the refs know better than I. Cleared out the center ice and all the way deep. That's should be icing. It isn't. Unless they didn't put the penalty up on the board. No, they didn't. They shot to save. And they washed off the icing right in front all the way through. Over to the far side. And New Trier brings it back the other way. Coming back. Into the zone, and yet another one. Another injury. And I think this is going to be a major penalty for knee. .241 left to play, as we said, when the two teams kind of play like this. Yeah. So a major for kneeing and an automatic game misconduct. And some discussion on the end of this, but New Trier major for kneeing and an automatic game misconduct. To the side, up top to the high slot, back to the wing. Now, two injuries already here in the first period. The waning moments of the first period, but the first period. All tried to go all the way through, up top. Picked up by the Ramblers. They'll set it to the far side. And now sent to the blue line. Ramblers bring it in on the near side. Back out to the point. Back to the wing, the shot. And now sent deep. So if the Ramblers score here, they'll continue to have a power play with the full 5 minutes of the penalty. Near side, picked up by the Ramblers, set the play up. Into the zone, sent deep. And icing against Loyola. You don't want to be doing that when you're up by a man for 5 minutes, no matter what you do. Tried to turn it over to the backhand and lost the handle. There's a shot, ran into traffic as soon as it got underway. Up top to the high slot, the shot ran into the sticky wickets out front in the slide and sent deep. Ramblers quickly ahead, trying to catch New Trier in a line change. Near side, battle for it there, up top to the left wing. Good job of forechecking on the part of New Trier. So the major penalty will actually end up bleeding over into the second period. And in on goal, grabbed and held on, and the whistle stops play. And we are done with the first period. They end the first period of play. No score between Loyola and New Trier. And we'll be back with more here on the network in just a moment. On the cable and the internet, this is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Stop cyberbullying. Be smart. Have a heart. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. And we're set. Start the second period of this one. Ramblers in control. They also have the man advantage for about 2 minutes and 15 seconds. On the major penalty, over here to the near side, New Trier bringing it back. Dropped past it, got it into the slot, and then the Ramblers took it away, going back the other way. Back behind the goal, over here to the near side, out at the point to the high slot, the shot. That went a little wide over to the far side. And Ramblers couldn't keep it in the zone. They'll send it to the near side. And offside. And no attempt to clear the zone. Ramblers got caught with their feet in the cookie jar. Picked up by the Ramblers again. At the red line, they'll flip it into the zone, back behind the goal. Over and left there, and then out to the point, cleared out the center ice, and then cleared the rest of the way by New Trier. Loyola spurting it out, got it into the zone, and again cleared right back out. Picked up by the Ramblers. They'll set the play up. Join us for sports action all during the year. Our winter season got a lot of games scheduled on our winter schedule. All picked up by the Ramblers. To the near side. Back behind the goal line. Over here to the near side. And sent deep. Fed ahead. Spread it out. Set to the far side. Bouncing it along, back behind the goal line. And the major penalty over. And Dutrier picks it up, puts it to the far side. Ramblers put it back behind the goal. Centering attempt didn't get underway at all. And Loyola out ahead. And Loyola really didn't get much. I don't think they even got a shot on goal during that 5 minutes. Got a little trouble setting the play up. Well, these two teams know each other so well. And there's a shot to save. Backhanded out of harm's way over here to the left wing, and then the Ramblers clear it. And picked up there by Loyola. And we got a penalty coming up. And I'm not sure what the signal is. I thought I saw it, but I guess I didn't. Holding. Minor for holding. At 13:45, this one on the Ramblers. Along the boards. Picked up by Dutrier. Back to the defense. On the setup. Near side. Right up the middle. Bouncing puck gets into the zone. And the Ramblers clear. Behind the goal line over here on the near side. Set the play up ahead. Spread it out. Dutrier picks it up, got it into the slot to the far side, and then cleared deep. Loyola and Dutrier in the Loyola Academy O'Grady Thanksgiving Tournament. Shot wide. Right into the slot. Up top to the wing. Back again up top. There's the shot. And wide left. Over here to the near side. They battled for it there. Scrumming along a little bit along the near side boards. Back behind the Rambler goal to the far corner. And cleared to center ice and all the way back is the Ramblers penalty killing. Fortchecker is there. Came up with it. And the new Trier defensemen both bunched up over there in the corner. That's what it was. The goalie lost his stick. Near side. And they want to stay close to the puck back behind the goal. So we've already had one player excused for the night for penalties. Near side. Into the zone. Turned out to be a long shot on goal. Heavy bump along the boards. Ramblers in. Take the shot. That boomed wide over here to the near side. Out to the point. Look for the man on the left wing. He couldn't find him. And cleared to center ice. And right back deep. And a whistle. Something back behind the play here. I guess it was offside, and the Ramblers made no attempt to clear the zone. Right into the slot. Bounces around a little bit. Right point over here to the left wing. To the corner, the dead corner. Because the ice is usually dead right there where the Zamboni or the ice resurfacer comes in and out. It's not Zamboni anymore. I don't think they're even in business anymore. I'm so used to it being called a Zamboni, you know. Into the zone, Ramblers shot save, grabbed and held on for the whistle stopping play. Behind the goal, near side. They scrum it along right into the slot. Trevians get it out of harm's way, bring it back the other way. Spread it out, and then overskated it. Ramblers will feed it around to the far side. And out the center ice, back the other way. Into the zone. Looked for the wraparound, but couldn't turn the corner. Dutrier picks it up. Tried to go out of the zone right up the slot. Didn't quite work. You don't want to be doing that. Passing a puck right up the slot. Even if you do see all your own guys shot and just a little wide. Picked up again by Dutrier. Shot the save. Far side. Back to the near side. Into the zone. The shot. And again the save. Now do a better job of controlling rebound. You don't want to leave it out front. Dutrier Loyola player put the Dutrier player in the zone. There's a shot and a save. And the man scrum. And we've got a football play, 1st and 10 at the 5-yard line. Everybody tackling everybody right at the 5. Out top. Along the boards. Picked up by the Ramblers. They couldn't get it out of the zone. Heavy check along the boards. Off the boards, up top. Again, the Trevians put it deep. And again, the Ramblers pick it up. And again, try to get it out. Ran it right into the Dutrier defender. The attacker, I guess. It's in that zone. Picked up by the Loyola squad, and they'll send it deep, and that's going to be icing. Second period action. No score between the two teams. Dutrier, shot, save. Made it through the crowd. I don't know that the goalie necessarily saw it, but he was able to get down and block the shot anyway. Over here to the near side and right into the slot down the Loyola player goes. Again, trying to flip that puck over to the backhand. Up top, the shot ran into traffic. Dutrier picks it up in the corner. They battled for it there. Sent to the far side. Out at the point, held in the zone, long shot to save. And picked up by the Ramblers at the red line. They bring it into the zone. Behind the goal. Over here to the near side, back again behind the goal, picked up by the Ramblers. They couldn't find anything out front. Put it to the far side and now cleared to center ice and in the neutral zone, just across the red line, put it back deep into the Dutrier defensive end. Ramblers with it. Ramblers in their gold uniforms, shot. Ran into traffic, Dutrier in their whites. And sent deep, and that's icing against Dutrier. Shot and a goal. Right off the face-off from out high. And the Loyola Ramblers on the board first. At 6:21 of the period. They goofed on the clock. Got a little rambunctious with the fingers. Up top. Dutrier in the zone, centered it. Nobody there but Rambler. And the Loyola squad bring it into the zone, into the corner. Over to the near side. Dutrier back to the play. Skated it forward a little bit. There's a shot to save. Rebounds knocked out of harm's way to the corner. Round to the near side. And picked up and cleared. And that's icing against Loyola. Picked up again by the Ramblers. Out ahead. Spread it out. Over here to the near side. And behind the goal. They battle for it there, right into the slot. And a whistle. We got a penalty for hooking. Coming up on the Ramblers. A minor for hooking. At 5:16 of the period. Up top. Back to the wing. Back out high over here to the near side. Back behind the goal. And the Ramblers bring it out. They're short a man. And got caught with the feet in the cookie jar. Big time. Got the smelly socks and everything else in that one. Back behind the goal. Dutrier sets it up. Near side. And put deep. Dutrier with it. Up top. There's a shot to save. Ramblers with 2 injuries in the first period. Dutrier with a player sent to the showers early on a major for kneeing, which led to one of the injuries. The second period has been pretty solid and not as intense in a sense. Out top to the wing, off a leg. Ramblers pick it up and clear it to center. And we'll make a wholesale line change. Dutrier picks up the puck and been left at the face-off circle over there. Dutrier indecision with it over on the right wing. And now the Trevians and Ramblers will scrum it along a little bit. Pop free. And they'll go to the corner. Still bumping around a little bit. Ramblers pick it up. Feed it to the near side. Off the side of the goal. Right into the slot. Knocked down and then knocked away. Nice poke check at the defense for the Ramblers. Near side. In the corner. Dutrier looking to center. Right into the slot. Tried to get the shot away. Puck is behind the goal. Left wing shot. Ran into all the traffic out front. And grabbed and held on. A flurry all of a sudden, and Ramblers up to it. And sent deep for the icing as the penalty has expired. Into the zone, they shot the save. And grabbed and held on. And we got a penalty. A minor for high sticking. This one on Loyola again. .2:23 left to play here in the second period. Face-off will move outside the zone. Up ahead. Put to the near side. Spread it out. Drop past it back. Over to the far side. Trevians. Right in the slot. The shot. Ran into traffic out front. Too many sticky wickets in the way. Again out to the high slot. The shot deflected wide. Behind the goal. They'll bump along a little bit there. Get into a little bit of a scrum. And pops up in the air. And the goalie to prevent play development. Grabs hold of it. Holds on. And again up top. On the wing. To the side. Back out high. Over here to the near side. The cranker ran into traffic. Shot, goal! And we're tied at 1. Dutrier on the board. In the waning moments of the second period. And we're all knotted up at 1. That is a power play goal for Dutrier. And we're tied up at 1. The face-off sent deep back behind the goal line. Over here to the near side, out the center ice. Sent to the far side, Dutrier. Big blaster, that boomed wide. To the near side, they'll bump it along a little bit to the corner. Kind of the dead zone, out high over to the far side. And a shot, that boomed high and wide. Near side. Again up high, and the shot ran into traffic, and Ramblers bring it back the other way. Dutrier picks it up and brings it back. The shot to the backboard, sent it the puck to the backboard, turnaround shot, the save, and then Ramblers bring it out. Here's the shot all the way through, over here to the near side. Dutrier along the near side boards, or obstructed view. Law of the obstructed view. Cleared. Spread it out. Here's a shot that boomed wide. As we are done with the second period. At the end of the second period of play, we're tied up at 1 between Loyola and Dutrier. We'll be back with more here on the network. You're watching hockey on the Metro Chicago Sports Network on the cable and the internet. Parents should be supportive, not intrusive. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago. And we go off to the third period, all knotted up at 1 between Loyola and Dutrier. And we've started things off here in the third period. And right off the bat, icing against Dutrier. So the face-off down here in front of us. The law of diminishing view. To the corner. They'll battle for it there. Scrumming it along. Right at the goal line. Along the boards, now over to the near side. Ramblers out ahead on the pass. Dutrier bucks up briefly, but Ramblers control it over to the far side. They'll battle for it there. Out to the point. The shot, that went through everything over here to the near side. And taken there, up ahead. Picked up by New Trier. Taking it on the far side. The Trevians get it out of the zone. Back in the other way. Ramblers get it out of the slot to the corner. Wrapped around to the near side. And they'll battle for it there. Up ahead. Picked up by the Trevians, and they'll send it deep. Back behind the goal line. And over to the near side, we actually lost it up onto the netting over there. Cleared ahead, Ramblers. The shot and the save. Back behind the goal lines, tried to center it, couldn't do it. Brought back into the zone. And the whistle and the stoppage of play. And Trevians bring it right back into the zone. Ramblers control, though, at the defense. Set the play up. Cleared ahead. Brought in on the near side. That's obviously the plan tonight. They've been doing that all night long. Bringing it in on the left wing. Brock back the other way. Into the zone. Wrapped around to the near side. I don't know if that might not be New Trier's doing also. They're putting it out there on the right wing. We got a penalty coming up for tripping on New Trier. Trevians minor for tripping. Back behind the goal line. Out to the point. The shot ran through to the near side. And the Trevians clear. Loyola with the advantage. And New Trier clears again. He had the player advantage. Tie game. Back behind the goal, over here to the near side, along the boards. They battled for it there. Cleared up top. Now behind the goal line up top. To the high slot, the shot boomed wide right. Far side. Now back behind the goal once more. Trevians tried to get it out of the zone, put it out to the point. Held in by the Ramblers. Ramblers put it on the right wing, and now the Trevians pick it up. Fanned the first time, the second time sends it deep. Is the penalty about to expire here? Ramblers to the near side. Back behind the goal line. And along the boards out to the point. Sent deep into the zone. To the near side. Up top. And set up again. Flipped into the zone. The shot no. Now behind the goal line over here to the near side, and a heavy check and an injury. And our third injury of the game. I think a collarbone injury went in on the shoulder up high. It was a clean check. It's just he was hit in the relatively high. We got a penalty coming up. Minor for roughing against New Trier. 11:15 left to play here in the third period. Now up top. Trevians tried to pick it up and clear it out of the zone and did so to center ice. Into the zone again on that left wing to the dead corner. Wrap around to the far point, couldn't keep it in the zone. They retreat back into the zone. And the Ramblers try to get it in, cleared back out. And Trevians will make a line change. Loyola with the puck, put it into the zone, back behind the goal line, picked up over on the far side, and cleared. Left there. On the near side boards, they'll scrum along a little bit. Picked up and cleared. Back behind the goal line. Ramblers. Back, wrap around to the far side. Up top. Sprinting it out. And put back in deep. Looking for a place to go with it. And the shot, that boomed wide. Wide left. Out high and cleared back into the Rambler end. Taken at the defense and begin the setup. Into the zone, knocked down. New Trier picks it up and comes back the other way. We're copacetic again. Penalties have expired. Penalty has expired. Right into the slot. The shot, goal! And New Trier takes the lead at 8:58 of the period. And now the face-off coming up following the goal. That's given New Trier the lead. First time in the game that the Trevians have taken the lead. Ramblers with the puck. Got it into the zone. Out to the point. Over to the far point. He was ranging a little bit outside of the zone. Had to chase it down a little bit. Knocked down. New Trier brings it out ahead. Spread it out. There's the shot and the save, I think. Up top. Ramblers set it out. Near side. They scrum along a little bit. In the dead corner. Now over again to the far side, again out to the point, the right point, now over to the left point. The shot and the save. Long shot from the left point. And a little extracurricular activity on the end of that. Up top, near side, wrapped around behind the goal, over to the far side. Centered, shot saved. Rebound is loose, up top, and cleared. Picked up by the Ramblers. Ramblers bring it ahead. Trevians had it briefly, now into the zone. Spread it out. Back behind the goal, over to the far side. They battle for it there. Picked up and cleared. Now on the far side, now brought to the near side into the zone. Dutrier. And gave it up. The shot ran into traffic. Up top, out the center ice. Dutrier tried to split the defense. 4 Ramblers there and 1 lone Trevian as Dutrier was back at the line change. Near side, and the weak shot from the left wing of the save. And again out high. The shot and the save. Puck pops free. Try for the wraparound. That didn't work. Or at least the centering attempt, and that didn't work either. Now the Ramblers put it over here to the near side on the breakout. Ranging in off the point. And we lost it up onto the netting there with just under 6 minutes left to play here in the third period. The face-off back behind the goal, right in front, shot all the way through. And they did have an open back door, but no Trevian there to get it, so nothing but the Flies got in. Near side. And nope, offside. Tried to stop it from crossing the line, but couldn't do it. Back behind the goal line. On the far side. They scrum it along a little bit. There's a shot to save. Up top. And the whistle for the stoppage of play. I guess we lost it into the bench from a Rambler. Well, mugging right at center ice. Nothing called. And the offside. Well, I guess it was called. On the retaliation. .504 left to play in the period. Cleared. Back behind the goal line. Ramblers. Looking for the equalizer. Near side. Wrapped it around. Picked up by the Trevians. Had trouble controlling it. Forechecking by the Ramblers. Out to the point. To the corner. Tried to feed it behind the goal, and instead the Trevians get it out to center ice. Loyola with it. Loyola into the zone. Back behind the goal line. To the far side. And picked up by Dutrier. In the corner. Behind the goal. Ramblers busted free. And the outlet pass ahead on partial line change. Now they'll complete that line change. New Trier put it in again to the Loyola end. Loyola sets the play up. They're going to bring it on the backhand. Tried to. Stood up at the red line. And once again, the Ramblers retreat to their own zone to set the play up. We'll set it up here on the near side and back behind the goal line. Wrapped around again to the far side. And along the boards there's swatting at a little bit. And the Trevians get it out of the zone but put it right into their own bench. The faceoff will stay deep in the New Trier end. To the near side, up top, cleared and sent deep. New Trier penalty killing. They've got the lead though at 2-1. To the near side, centering attempt that ran into traffic. New Trier picks it up and now brings it back the other way. The penalty's over. Everybody copacetic again. Back behind the goal. Near side. And New Trier retreats to their own defensive end. Tried to feed it ahead, did so. There's a shot to save. To the corner. Fed ahead. Now picked up by the Ramblers. Turning the corner, bringing it ahead. Tried to split the defense, nothing doing. And cleared. Ramblers retreat to their own goal, back behind the goal. Set the play up and then oversticked it. Had it dribble off the end of the stick. And this time it's icing against New Trier. And timeout taken. Minute 35 left to play in the game. No, it wasn't. It must have been up on the... I thought it was icing. I saw the ref raise his hand. Yes, it must have been losing the puck up onto the netting. And that's icing. Against Loyola. You don't want to be icing at this stage of the game, down by a goal. Ramblers bring it into the zone. In the corner, put it back out to the point. Goalie pulled for the extra attacker now. Up top. Picked up by Loyola. To the near side. Back behind the goal. Swatted at. Ramblers have it. And right into the slot, and the whistle. No, I guess they're going to let it play on, and that empty net goal. At 40 seconds left in the period. And it's the third period, and the empty net goal gives New Trier a 3-1 lead. And they will continue their unbeaten record here. Near side. Whistle. A little bit of glare. And do we have a penalty coming up? Yes, we do. It's against Loyola. And frustration time with 25 seconds left to play here in the period. Into the slot, the shot, they save. The puck pops free and sent deep. And now it's taken by the New Trier Trevians over here to the near side. Trevians with it, and that'll do it. They'll let the clock run out, and the New Trier Trevians are the victors in this Loyola O'Grady Thanksgiving tournament. So the New Trier Trevians defeat the Loyola Ramblers 3-1 to win the Loyola Academy O'Grady Thanksgiving tournament. And now we go back to the regular season. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast. Stick around for more sports action on the network. Watch this game on demand on YouTube. And for all of us, we say as always, thanks for watching and so long, everybody.